Yo, what I really do again, welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm hoping you're having a good day out there, man. Shit. Now with that being said, for you guys today, I made it to master rank, alright? So this was an effort between 3 different decks. I usually try not to make it up here because I don't like all the try-hard shenanigans that happens up here, or only playing against one specific deck, because when you make it up to master, it's always the same shenanigans. So with that being said, I used my Red Eyes Kastira Punk deck to make it to Diamond 5. From there, I used my Kenkos, made it to Diamond 4, and the new Kastira cards dropped, made it to Masters, right? And this is the deck that I'm using. I'm going to show you the deck, break it down, show you why I play it the way I play it, and things that I wish to switch, right? So we are playing 3 Max C's. I'm not a big fan of it. I actually wish they banned Max C just to see how it would change the game. I want to see how many people would play Ash Blossom or Cold by the Grave if this thing wasn't in here, right? But either way, we played at 3. We played 3 Ash Blossoms, specifically also for the fact that you're playing a bunch of level 7s. So if you need to make it burrow on the floor, you normal summon this thing. After special summoning your Kastiras, of course, you can make it burrow on the floor and continue your play if you have enough follow-up, right? Then we have 3 Kastira Rice Hearts. Now, the reason why I have 3 Kastira Rice Hearts is because it's the only monster that you can normal summon besides Max C and Ash Blossom in this whole deck. You could technically normal summon your Kastira cards, but they need to have the birth on the field in order to do so. So 3 of those, which this deck is actually extremely expensive. But we run 2-dimensional shifters as well, which I'm thinking about cutting, and I'm going to explain that to you in a second. I'm running one of the Ascended Thunders, which I think is amazing in this deck. Then you run 2 Kastira Fenrir's, 3 Kastira Unicorns, right? 1 Kastira Ogre, 1 Scarecrow Kastira, 1 Nibiru, 2 Triple Tactic Talents, 1 Pot of Prosperity, 1 Kastira Theosis, 3 Kastira Theosis, 1 Pressure Planet Wraithoff, 3 Kastira Birth, 3 Book of Moon, 2 Cold by the Graves, 1 Crosshair Designator, 3 Infinite Impermanence, 1 Kastira Big Bang, and 1 Kastira Preparations, right? For the extra deck, again, burrow on the floor, 2 number 11 Big Eyes, because this thing is actually really good, not just in the mirror match, but for any match. And honestly speaking, being able to take a monster and having 2 Xyz monsters and turn it into a Zeus is also really good. So 2 of these, 1 number 74 Master Blade, just for protection purposes. If you want to negate something that targets this, pop a card, attach something to it. It's pretty decent. I don't really go into this thing all that much, but you know, it's good. 1 Red Eye Flare Metal Dragon, just in case you have enough level 7s, because with this specific deck, at least you're gonna have a bunch of level 7s on the field a lot of the time. I'm gonna show you in the replays. So being able to burn your opponent for 500 each time they activate something is nice, but most of the time you probably won't go into this either. Then we have 1 number 28 Titanic Moth. This thing is a must in this deck. In my opinion, you must play this thing in this deck. Why? Because it's too good. Basically, if you control no other monster, this card can attack directly. But when it does, using this effect, your battle inflicted to your opponent is half, which doesn't really matter. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can detach 1 material from this card and inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each card in their hand. That is the nut part, because I did it to somebody. I don't think I showed you the replay for that, but I did it to somebody and it was crazy. Also, after you slap somebody, inflict all that damage to their face if they have a bunch of cards in their hand, you make a Zeus. That's why this thing is a must in the deck, right? Dark Arm Dragon of Annihilation. This is just to pop a card in the field, whatever, you know, destroy it, banish, yada yada yada. I do play 3 Kastira Shangrias. Now, if you want to change this is up to you, bro. I like to have it at 3 because a lot of people are playing some techs that get rid of monsters from the extra deck. I want to have it at 3 just in case we have to mill with this. I mean, get rid of some with this thing as well. Then I am also playing 3 Kastiras a Rice Heart, but you could get buy with this deck by taking 1 of these and 1 of these out. You can play with 2 Kastiras a Rice Heart and 2 Shangrias just to make the deck less expensive, right? I just got lucky enough to get it at 3, so I'm definitely gonna play it at 3. Then we run 1 Divine Arsenal AS Zeus and 1 Underworld Goddess just to get rid of the big towers, which you could get rid of big towers by slapping, putting this thing on the field, attacking with your Fenrir and banishing them, which is really cool. I did this to Psychic and Punisher, and I managed to get rid of Pearly New War this way. This thing is actually really cracked. And that is the deck list. Now, one thing that I want to change is the dimensional shifters, and I'm going to explain to you why, right? In the mirror match, because Kastira is the meta nowadays, well, since yesterday, I guess. Kastira is the meta. It's going to be the meta. You're going to see a lot of Kastira. They don't care about this thing. So for the mirror match, get it out of here because it's useless. I would recommend putting the thrust in here, which I only have 1 copy of, right? At least 2 copies of the thrust. If you want to run it at 1, run it at 1. Maybe bump the Nibiru to 2 as well, but that's up to you. Now, the reason why the thrust is better is because in the mirror match, if you're going second also specifically, if they activate some shenanigans, you could search out your triple tactic talent with this thing, which is crazy. Bring it to your hand, take over the level 7 monsters, whichever one it is, and make your own Arise Heart. Craziness. Complete, utter craziness. And if you want to destroy somebody's board as well, you can play Raigeki, right? I can't spell. So you could play Raigeki. You could search out the Raigeki with this thing as well and body somebody's board if you want to do that, which is nuts. So that's why I want to switch that. Everything else, I would rather keep it the same, honestly speaking. I don't want to play the little card. What's it called? So I don't really want to play this. You could because it's going to search out your field spell. But I did so much crazy shenanigans without the field spell that I'm like, honestly, this could just make the deck way brickier than it needs to be, right? So that's why I'm playing the deck the way I'm playing it, in the ratio that I'm playing it. It worked out for me. Again, we made it to master with the deck. And now I'm going to show you some replays. I'm going to explain to you the chokeholds, things you should know as I make the replays, right? So let's get into that. Alright, gang, so here we are for the first replay of the day. Now, I have a quick question for you. Let me know if you guys enjoy it or like it better if I go over the deck list at the beginning of the video and then go over the replays, or if I should just do the replays first and do the deck list at the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think if you made it this far into the video, right? So here we're going to start off by activating my Kastira Unicorn, activating that thing's effect, getting the birth, right? I'm going to activate the birth, well, set it down. Then I'm going to use this effect to allow me to normal summon the Fenrir, right? Activate the Fenrir, searching myself the Kastira Rise Heart. Then I'm going to use both of these level 7 monsters to go into the Kastira Shangria. Set that thing down, look at it all prismatic. Activate that Rise Heart. Then I'm going to activate the Theosis that we had in the hand, targeting the Rise Heart so I can special summon another Kastira monster, specifically the Ogre. And some people don't play this thing. I want to play it because, again, look at this. It's another level 7 for more extension that you can have in the deck. Also, it's going to search you out a trap, right? Your Kastira preparations. You can search out the other one, but because of the combo, we don't search that one out, right? The Kastira Big Bang, we're going to banish it using the effect of the Arise Heart. Then we're going to lock down a zone, activate the Big Bang to get rid of a material from our Shangria. That way we could special summon it, right? So Big Bang, detach the Fenrir. Fenrir special summon itself onto the field, lock down a zone. And then we're going to use 3 level 7s to go into the Kastira Rise Heart. Now, mind you, you don't have to do this way. This is just one of the first little combos that I'm going to show you because the board is crazy already, right? We have Crossout Designator, we have Infinite Impermanence, we can banish a card, and we have the Shangria already on the field, right? And then, of course, during the standby phase, we're going to special summon nothing because we're going to get Ash Blossom. But like I said, we have the Crossout, so we actually get to do something, right? Cross that thing out, get it out of here, double X. No Bemo. Negate it. Again, we're going to special summon. Oh, I decided to go with the Unicorn. And then again, some cards got banished, so I get to take over them with the Kastira Rise Heart, right? So here they activate the Herald of Abyss, which is one of the tech cards that you should be playing in your deck if you're not playing Kastira, or even if you are playing Kastira, because this thing is nuts. It's basically going to make it so you have to get rid of your Arise Heart, right? So here I activated this effect to banish that thing because I know for a fact that I have to get rid of this thing because this thing is fire, this thing is earth. It's the only dark monster, right? So we banish it. We have to get rid of our Arise Heart. I still get to basically lock down the zone because we banished monster. Then I'm going to activate my preparations and I'm going to special summon the Fenrir back onto the field, right? Then I'm going to activate the, well, no, they're going to activate the Fallen of Alvas. Now, something that I did, now that I remember, the reason why I went with Unicorn instead of bringing out the Fenrir in the beginning of the replay is because we did have this thing. Now I remember, right? So here they activate this thing's effect, and I'm going to Infinite Impermanence that thing, and they're going to scoop because I'm pretty sure that we're going to try to take my Sangria and make a Mirror Jade, right? So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright gang, here we are for the second replay of today. Now this was a mirror match, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to show you this replay as well. This replay showcases why I like the ratio of my deck list, because a lot of the time going second you end up with a lot of hand traps and stuff like that you might need to break boards, right? And here I believe we are going on a, yeah, they're going to activate the planet Pathfinder, so we're doing the mirror match. They're going to search out the pressure planet Wrath, right? They're going to set it down, which activates effect to search out a unicorn. They're going to special summon the unicorn, activate the unicorn. And this right here, if you're learning how to play Kastira, this is the combo you need to know, right? This is your 1-card combo. If you have the unicorn, or if you have your field spell to search out the unicorn, this is how you start it. You're going to activate the Theosis, targeting the unicorn, special summon Fenrir. Fenrir is going to activate to search out the Rice Heart, right? You're going to use both of these level 7s to go into the Kastira Shangri. Exceed summon that thing onto the field. Now you're going to special summon the Rice Heart, banishing 3 cards. Well, banishing one of yours, banish 3 from your opponents. Specifically, banish your own Big Bang. That way you could activate its effect, targeting the Shangri. Also locking down a zone. Something that people like to do is lock down the corner zone, because pendulums, you're stopping pendulum by doing so. Get that thing out of here. Get the Fenrir back to the hand so you can special summon it. Activate the Kastira tier limits, which basically this is another reason why I don't play this card, is because you have to banish a Kastira card from your hand. So I don't play it, because what if you don't have a Kastira card in the hand? It's a dead card, which is another brick, right? So they get to activate that thing's effect, milling a bunch of cards from their deck, which I don't understand why you would want to do that right now. But either way, they're going to go into the Shangri, second form, right? And from there, they're going to go into the Rice Heart, which is one of the reasons why I also think if you're playing this deck, play the Shangri at 3, because you never know how many of them things you might need, right? So this board is actually really nice. They're going to set down their back row and end their turn. They already have their banish. They already have this thing on the field, Fenrir, so they're probably going to bring the unicorn back onto the field, right? So they're going to activate that thing's effect. I'm going to Ash Blossom the Shangri, because I don't want them bringing the Fenrir. Then I'm going to activate the Book of Moon to flip the Rice Heart face down. They're going to activate that thing's effect to banish a card, even though it's getting flipped. That way they can activate the Shangri again, right? Flip it, negate it. They're going to activate that thing's effect. Locking down my middle zone. I'm going to activate the Pot of Prosperity, banishing 6. They're going to activate the Ash Blossom, and then I'm going to give her the finger, dial them numbers, call her digits. She's negated. Get it out of here. Nos vemos tomorrow. So here we're going to hit the Unicorn, the Kastira Preparations, Infinite Impermanence, Triple Tactic Talents, Scarecrow Kastira, and the Theosis. So of course we're going to go for the Unicorn. Again, cards were banished, so they're going to lock down another zone. I'm going to activate my field spell, searching out the Fenrir. Special summon the Unicorn. Getting myself the Kastira Birth, right? We're going to activate the Birth, allowing us to use its effect so I could normal summon the Fenrir. Now something that's really cool, and the reason why I play this thing even at 1, you can normal summon this thing without having to pay the 3,000 life points by using this thing's effect, right? But we're going to go for the Fenrir. Activate the Fenrir's effect, such as the Rice Heart. Again, they're going to activate their own Fenrir to banish a card, which I was expecting them to do so, right? I'm going to activate the Unicorn. They're going to activate the Shangri, locking down another monster zone, leaving me with 1 monster zone, right? So I'm going to banish one of their Rice Heart, get that thing out of here. That's going to trigger their field spell to pop my card in the face, which again, I was expecting this to happen. We're going to activate the Birth again. They're going to activate the Call by the Grave. They thought that I was going to go for the Unicorn that was in the graveyard. They activated the Call by the Grave, which is weird to me. I understand what they were trying to do, but even though you put it in my banish zone, I still get to bring it from the banish zone back onto the field. So congratulations. Activate this thing's second effect to banish 3 cards off of their graveyard. Then I'm going to activate the Rice Heart, special summon that thing back onto the field. Well, normal summon it, I believe. Did I special summon it? Or normal summon it? Yeah, we special summon it. And because they already activated their Shangri, I get to make my own Rice Heart, which is crazy. And which is one of the reasons why I think going second sometimes in the mirror match is best. But either way, we're going to pay the 3,000 life points so I can special summon the Ascended Dragon, right? The Ascended Thunder, whatever. So we're gonna go into the big eyes, right? With the big eyes, I'm going to activate this effect, getting rid of a material so I could take over the Shangri. That's gonna make us trigger the Arise Heart, attaching the Tier Limit Kastira, putting the thing in attack position. Now, here I kind of goofed. Now somebody correct me if I'm wrong, you'll see it. So I'm going to attack with this thing. I already know we couldn't attack over anything. But then I choose the Shangri to go into Sus. Now this is where I believe I goofed, because I thought that this thing, once per turn you could detach material to that monster upon control, take control over that monster. This card can attack. Okay, see? I thought that they were gonna get that thing back. For some reason, I just thought that was gonna happen. I didn't really fully read this. But either way, I made the Sus using the Shangri. I should have kept the Shangri and used this thing to make the Sus. That's what I should have done. It would have been way better, but what are you gonna do, right? So here they're gonna activate the Fenrir, of course, searching out a unicorn. I'm like, okay, bet. Here they're gonna use both of these monsters right here to link off into the Duner Dagger for Hire. And I have my toggle on, so immediately I'm going to activate the Arise Heart, sucking up a monster so I could get rid of 3 materials, banish that thing. Again, suck up another monster, one of their own Arise Hearts. They're going to special summon the unicorn, activate the unicorn, but remember they call by the grave my unicorn in my graveyard. Yeah, the unicorn was negated, bro, so GG's. With that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright, gang, here we are for replay number 3, number 3, or number 4. Did I get them confused? Is this one for? I don't know, bro. You'll figure it out when you watch it. So here we're gonna start our normal combo, special summoning the unicorn, getting ourselves the birth because we already have the Theosis, right? Activate that thing's effect so we can special summon the Fenrir. Activate the Fenrir so we could get ourselves the Kastira Rise Heart. Then with both of these level 7s, again, regular combo, we're gonna go into the Shangri. Activate the Rise Heart, special summon it. Activate its effect, banish the Big Bang. Banish 3 from your opponent. They're going to infinite impermanence me, so actually we don't get to do any of that. Of course. Negate it, get it out of here. So here we're going to still activate the Big Bang, detaching the Fenrir so we can special summon it. Activate the Kastira Birth, which is again why I play this thing, and I think you should play at least at 1, because you get to normal summon it, right? Then I'm going to activate the Scarecrow, special summon that thing onto the field by banishing the Theosis. Theosis is going to activate its effect to get myself the Big Bang back onto the hand. And then with 3 level 7s, bring him out here, Kastira, a Rise Heart. And then we're going to set down our back right in our turn. Now the reason why I did this and use all 3 of them to go into this thing, right, instead of just using 1, is because since we didn't get to lock down a zone, technically this thing didn't activate, so I couldn't use just any level 7 to build this. I had to use all 3 of them, right? So here we're going to activate the Shangri, special summoning the Fenrir, of course. They're going to special summon the unicorn, and because we did use the Shangri effect to special summon the Fenrir, they get to immediately go into their Arise Heart, right? They're going to activate the Scarecrow Kastira, special summoning this thing, banishing the Big Bang. They're going to activate their Arise Heart. I'm going to activate my own Arise Heart. They're going to activate their Big Bang, detaching a material from that thing, but before they do so, I'm just going to banish it. So banish their Arise Heart. They don't get to detach anything. Their Big Bang doesn't bang anything. I get to take their Arise Heart, and I get to suck up a monster and lock down a zone. That was enough for them to scoop in the mirror match, right? Craziness. Just craziness. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright, gang, I believe this is the last replay of the day, right? Now again, I'm just showing you because honestly speaking, you can make regular boards just with the unicorn, but when you have follow-up, I'm trying to teach you things that you can do. Because this is a regular combo. You activate this thing. If you don't have this in the hand, then you search for it. If you have it in the hand, you search the birth, right? We're going to set down the birth. We're going to activate the Theosis, targeting that thing so I can special summon the Ogre. Activate the Ogre's effect, searching myself the Kastira preparations, right? Then we're going to normal summon the Fenrir by the effect of the birth, right? Activate the Fenrir. We're going to get the Scarecrow Kastira because we already have the Arise Heart, right? With 2 level 7s, we're going to Exceed Summon into the Shangri. Activate the Arise Heart, special summon it, activate that thing's effect, banish the Big Bang, banish 3 from your opponent, activate the Shangri, activate the Big Bang, detach a material so you can special summon it back onto the field, right? Detach the Fenrir, special summon the Fenrir, lock up a zone. Using the Rise Heart, we're going to go into the Kastira, a Rise Heart. Exceed summon into that boy. Then we're gonna set down our tap, activate the Scarecrow, special summon it, banishing the Theosis. It's going to trigger this thing. Theosis is gonna allow us to bring the big bang back to the hand. Give me that. Attach the Theosis onto this thing, and then we're gonna use both level 7s right here to go into the Kastira, another Shangri. Now mind you, we could have left it at that, right? We could have left with this, both of these cards on the field, and then special summon the Fenrir. I mean, special summon the Unicorn by the effect of the Shangri, and we would have basically had a banish a monster on the field with the Unicorn, banish a card from the extra deck, and with this thing we would have had banish a random card from, you know, milling off of the top of the deck. But I decided to go with the double Shangri just for the double lock zone, if we get to do so, right? So here we're going to activate this effect. Again, we're going to bring the Unicorn back onto the field. They're going to activate Danger Mothman. Now this is a Kastira Tears Dangers deck. So they activate that thing's effect, it gets banished. I'm going to suck it up. They're going to activate the Mothman's effect to draw a card. I'm going to activate the Unicorn, right? And with the Unicorn, immediately I'm going to banish the Kid Kalos, get that thing out of here. We're going to get a Book of Moon again because of this thing's effect. We both have to get, because of this thing's effect, we both have to get rid of a card, which means 2 cards got banished. I get to suck them up with this thing's effect. They're going to have to scoop, bro. Alright, gang, so here we are for replay number 3. Now, I'm mainly showing you some hands that I got because a lot of the time I do get hands similar to this. They're not super correct all the time, but because of the ratio of how I build the deck, we do get pretty good hands pretty frequently, right? So I'm going to special summon the Unicorn. Again, getting the Theosis, sorry about that. Activating the Birth, allowing us to normal summon the Ogre. Ogre going to activate, getting myself the preparations, right? Then I'm going to activate the Theosis, special summon the Fenrir. Fenrir going to activate, get myself the Scarecrow Kastira. With both of these monsters right here, we're going to Exceed Summon into the Shangri, of course. Then we're going to activate that Rise Art, special summon it, activate its effect, banishing the Big Bang, banishing 3 from your opponents. Shangri is going to activate, we're going to lock down the Cornerstone, activate the Big Bang, so we could detach the Unicorn, so we could special summon it back onto the field. Then we're going to use the Rise Heart to go into our Kastira, our Rise Heart. Bring it out here. Then we're going to use both of these level 7s to go into another Kastira Shangri. Then I'm going to activate the Scarecrow Kastira, banishing the Kastira Theosis. That's going to trigger our Rise Heart. That's also going to trigger our Theosis to bring our Kastira Big Bang back to the hand. And again, we get to suck up the Theosis, right? We're going to set down 2 backward and end our turn. Now this board is ultimate pick Kastira if you're playing Kastira. We have 2 Shangris, which means anytime something gets banished, 2 zones are going to get locked. This thing, if they decide to attack into me, they're going to get negated. And then, you know, once we suck up another monster, we have a banish. If they manage to get rid of a lot of my monsters and leave at least one of these up here, they have to banish all their monsters from the field. And this thing gets to allow me to special summon one of my banished Kastira monsters, right? So this is nuts. I was mainly showing you just so you could see the board that I built with the hand, so you can learn how to build it yourself as well if you're playing this deck. Now with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright, gang, so that is the end of the video. Again, this is the deck list: 3 Maxi, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Kastira Rise Heart, 2 Dimensional Shifter, which again, get rid of this thing and add the Thruster because this thing is good against some decks, but for the mirror match it sucks. I recommend playing the Ascended Thunder because again, you can normal summon it with the effect of the Birth, right? Then 2 Kastira Fenrirs, again 3 Kastira Unicorns, 1 Ogre, 1 Scarecrow Kastira, 1 Nibiru, which you can bump up to 2 if you like. Manage the ratio yourself, right? 2 Triple Tactic Talents, 1 Pot of Prosperity, 3 Kastira Theosis, 1 Pressure Planet Wraithoff, 3 Kastira Birth, 3 Book of Moon, 2 Call by the Grave, 1 Cross-Out Designator, 3 Infinite Impermanence, 1 Big Bang, 1 Kastira Preparations, right? Burrow on the floor, 2 Big Eyes, 1 number 74 Master Blade, 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, 1 number 28 Attacking Moth, 1 Dark Armored Dragon, 3 Kastira Shangris, 3 Kastira Rise Heart, 1 Zeus, and 1 Goddess. Again, mix up the ratio however you want it. I'm going to make a different deck with this thing right here now. And I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you did, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. Any comment, questions, and concerns in the comment section below. I always reply. I got you, bro. Continue having a great day.